right, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, ma'am. Major retired Nolan Hamilton Anderson III.
Defense?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Anderson, how do you know Wardell Lemon?
I know Wardell Lemon practically my whole life since 1985, right before Transformers the movie came out.
Okay. How did y'all meet?
I was riding my bike and I saw Wardell and his brother, and I can't remember her name, but they were outside playing. And they also had some Transformers that I didn't have. So I was like, whoa, hey, that's pretty cool. I didn't know anybody because we had just moved from Germany at the time. My father was also retired military in the Air Force. So we had just moved in the neighborhood. So it was a good opportunity for me to meet a friend.
Okay. And so you've been friends ever since then?
Yes, sir.
Did y'all go to school together?
Yes, sir.
So y'all share the same likes, dislikes, things like that?
Absolutely.
What kind of things did you do growing up?
We played basketball, even though I was better than him. Sports football, we were on the neighborhood swimming team, played video games, of course, still do to this day. And one of the most things, we still collect Transformers.
You've known him as he's become an adult,
Yes, sir.
and you've known him in his relationship with Amanda Lewis.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about how he has been as a in his relationship and how he's been with children that you've seen.
Wardell has always been a loving father as myself, because I'm a father myself. And he just re-engaged himself back with his children, his two sons, Caleb and Michael. And so as for me being a father, I mean, he's always treated his children as there was his own. At times, like when I had barbecues at my house, both Wardell and Mandy would come to my house to watch UFC fights, and it also would bring Madison.
Has Wardell always been a provider?
Yes, sir.
Who has he supported during the last 20, 30 years that you've known him?
His whole household, sir.
Which includes
Madison when she would come visit. Would also include Mandy Lewis, his girlfriend, and also his sons. And also they had a plethora of animals. He was like a dog breeder.
it was animal lover.
Oh yeah, he barked all the time.
How has he been with you as far as as a friend in the last 20 years?
He's one of my best friends. I have three categories of best friends. My friends I knew in middle school and high school, my friends I knew when I played football in college, and my friends that I've known right now in the military that just recently retired in 2021.
How would this affect Wardell's family if he sends anywhere near 20 years?
It would crush him. One, he's a father. Two, he's a man. Three, he's a Black man just like me. And I, as a father, have been going through similar things with my best friends, as far as with seeing my son. So I understand the ramifications of what's going on.
You mentioned he's a Black man. How does that tell the jury what significance that has?
Well, look at American history, what's been going on. There's been significant strides in our country, but there are some work that still needs to be done. Things that needs to happen. But it's true.
I'll pass the witness, John.
State?
You know Wardell pretty well,
Yes, sir.
and he's a pretty good guy.
Absolutely.
And you know what he does for a living?
Yes. His cousin, and they designed T-shirts. He also, as a matter of fact, he also designs websites as well.
Okay.
He's very engaged in his work that he does. I also tried to commission him to design an emblem for one of my units while I was in the Army, which was absolutely amazing, as a matter of fact. But unfortunately, it wasn't selected for selection for the product of the to be produced for T-shirts. But yeah, it was an amazing product.
Do you know what kind of volume his shirt business does?
Sorry.
You know the how much in sales his shirt business does?
I don't have any type of information on that regarding that.
Did Wardell ever talk to you about the allegations against him?
Yes, he mentioned it. Yes.
What did he say?
Object to hearsay, Your Honor.
That'll be overruled.
He mentioned the allegations that happened, and when I heard it, I said, didn't believe it.
So he told you he didn't do it.
Yes, yes, sir.
What did he tell you he was accused of?
Allegedly, some type of sexual misconduct.
Did he tell you exactly who the person was it was against?
Negative on those details. No,
Did he tell you it was against a child?
that eventually came up. Yes, sir.
Did he tell you exactly what he was accused of doing to a child?
No, sir.
Did Wardell ever drink?
Yes, sir.
Did he ever smoke marijuana?
Not that I
Objection, Your
know
Honor,
of.
for relevance.
That'll be overruled.
Not that I know of.
Did you ever go to Wardell's house?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever see Wardell and Amanda's daughter Madison?
Yes,
What did you observe when they were together?
she was happy. We would go to the bowling alley and bowl. Typically, that's the type of activities that we do. We just meet at the bowling alley. We don't bowl.
No further.
Nothing further.
All right, thank you. You may step down.
Thank you, ma'am.
Defense, call your next witness.
Sorry. Kayla Gallegos.
Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Caleb Marshall.
All right, defense.
Mr. Marshall, did you one time also go by the name of Gallegos?
Yes, sir, I did.
And when did that name change?
When I was 8,
And why did it change?
because I was adopted.
How do you know Wardell Lemon?
He's my father.
You were adopted from a family outside of your mother and Wardell?
It's the same family, but it was my great aunt who adopted me.
You know the circumstances that led to your adoption?
They couldn't afford to take care of me at the time.
Are you aware of an incident that you were involved in as a young child that led to your dad being placed on probation?
Yes, sir, I am.
Did your dad ever talk to you about that?
No, sir.
Have you had any long-term issues from that particular incident?
No, sir, I haven't.
Were you aware it was an accident that happened?
Yes, sir.
You said you were adopted at 8,
Yes, sir.
okay, and so what was your relationship like with Wardell at that point?
My adopted family made it a little complicated to talk to him at the time. But whenever I got a little bit older, I reached out to him and started talking to him on my own.
What did you learn about your father when you started having this relationship with him?
There were a lot of when it comes to creativity and stuff like that.
What has your relationship been like since you were 8 years old?
I talk to him routinely, go to him for advice, help with creating something like graphic design, stuff like that.
How has he been with you as you've become a young man, an adult?
He's been a key factor in who I am today.
And explain to the jury how so.
It's just if I ever have any questions about anything that anyone that would be my age trying to find their way in life would, he's the first person I turn to, whether it be how do I talk to this girl, or how do I figure this out, or how do I get this promotion at work? He's this person that I talk to about everything.
You're aware that your father's been convicted of a crime involving a child.
Yes, sir, I am.
And you're aware that the possible punishment range is 2 to 20 years.
Yes, sir.
Tell the jury how it would affect your family if Wardell sent away for a long period of time.
I lose another father, and then I don't have anyone to ask any questions about anything that I need help with trying to navigate through this difficult game that is life.
I'll pass it on, Sean.
State,
Caleb, when you said you were adopted by your great aunt when you were 8 years old,
Yes, sir.
and how long did you live with your great aunt?
Since I was 3 months.
And who raised you along with your great aunt? Was it just your great aunt?
My great uncle or my aunt's husband.
Okay. And how often? When did you reconnect with your father? With what?
About middle school.
About what age?
10, 11. Okay.
And how often did you talk to Wardell from the time you were 3 months to when you were 10 to 11?
Can you repeat that, please?
How often did you talk to Wardell before you reconnected?
Like once or twice.
So that entire 11, 12 years, you only talked to him about what?
Yes, sir.
And have you suffered any problems from not talking to Wardell all those years?
I definitely was very curious about like who I was, where I came from. I kind of had no idea until I started like reaching out and got to know him better, you know.
Would you say that your great aunt and your great uncle raised you well?
They did, yes, sir.
And you were the victim in a case that your father was given probation, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you said that you found out it was an accident.
I found out it was an accident, but my mom slipped up one time and said that she was actually the one that did it.
And have you talked to Wardell about that case?
I have briefly about it.
And are you aware that his probation was revoked in that case and was sentenced to prison?
I'm not very aware of any of the legality of what happened with it.
And you said that your family made it complicated to talk to Wardell. What do you mean by that?
It's just my mom and dad were my mom more so was just very overprotective, and she just felt that she wanted to be really in control. You know what I mean?
She was being
So
a mother.
she didn't want me to reach out to anyone else from my family besides the family that I was currently in.
So she was acting as a mother would.
She was, yes, sir.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Pass the witness.
Briefly, Your Honor.
yes.
Did you, at some point, did you reach out on your own, or did she allow you to reach out to Wardell?
I reached out on my own.
Did she learn that you had reached out to him?
Yes,
Did she understand how important that relationship was for you?
she did at that point, yes, sir.
You mentioned your mom and this allegation. Is it your understanding that your dad took responsibility to protect her?
It was my understanding that it was pinned on him more than anything,
From your mom's perspective?
my biological mom.
And he took responsibility even then?
Yes, sir.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Nothing based on that, Your Honor.
All right, you may step down. Defense,
Unclear. Oh, the next witness, Your Honor, will be Sean Stevens.
all right, you're still under oath. If you'll just state your name for the record, and you may have a seat.
Shauna Stevens.
Defense,
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Stevens, you're aware that the jury has found Wardell guilty of this offense.
I am.
And you've been made aware that the punishment range is 2 to 20 years on this case.
I have.
You also been made aware that you'd have to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life.
Yes.
Can you tell me, based upon how you know Wardell and Amanda, how this would affect their life, their family's life, be sentenced for a long period of time?
His support of his family, the emotional toll that all of this is going to take. the with loved ones, period, interactions with business after this. And it's just gonna be devastating.
We talked a little bit about, during the innocence phase about what you observed specifically with Wardell and Madison. Tell me what you know about Wardell, what kind of person is he,
Admirable.
and why do you say that?
The support that he's given me, my daughters, my family, his own family, his boys.
Can you give us an example of the support that he's giving?
I recently lost my dad. Prior to that, he'd had a stroke that had suffered for 7 years. The emotional support, the friendship. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Has he been kind of a pillar of strength for a lot of people?
Absolutely.
And in what way has he been that?
Like I said, the support, caring, genuine, true to who he is, to the community, to everybody that knows him.
To the community, in what way? Tell us about that.
Just sorry. The people, everyone that's been around him. I mean, he's always there to be an ear, a hand, guidance, strength. I mean, anything that you have could ever ask, he's there 110% for you.
Have you seen him in his interactions with his children?
I have.
And what kind of father have you seen him be to his children, especially at their adult stage of their life?
Guidance, pure guidance to raise men. Very proud father. And guiding them to who they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to become, helping them along the way, being upset like any father would be. If they're, any type of issue has come up, but just being there, caring and knowing that anybody's gonna fall and you bring them back up. And I've watched him do it with his boys.
I'll pass it to Sean.
State,
Yes, you know Wardell well,
Very,
and you said he is a very proud father.
yes,
Do very proud fathers not talk to their sons from the age of 3 months old until the age of 11?
I don't know anything prior to the last 10 years.
Okay, but I just would like you to answer that question. Is that the nature of a proud father to not talk to their son from 3 months old to 11 years old?
I don't know prior to 10 years
Object to
before.
non-responsive.
that's overruled.
So are you saying that you have that a father who doesn't talk to their son from 3 months to 11 years old, is that a good father or a bad father?
To me, it would depend on the circumstances.
Okay.
Again, I don't know prior to our friendship.
Okay. And do you respect the jury's verdict in this case?
I do.
Okay, and so you said yesterday that you would trust Wardell with your children, and now that he's been convicted of indecency with a child by contact, do you feel the same? Would you still trust him with your children?
I do.
Okay, and you also respect the jury's verdict in this?
I do.
Okay, and did Wardell ever drink?
He has,
Okay, did Wardell ever use marijuana?
not to my knowledge.
No further questions.
Defense.
Any further?
All right, think you may step down. Defense,
That's a rest, Your Honor.
state.